Okay, see you guys later.
Bye.
Well, hello there.
Yo.
Welcome to the book Coven. I'm Chelsea.
I'm Lillian.
And this is the Book Coven podcast, where we talk about books and such.
Never would have guessed that from the title.
No, it's ridiculous. Okay, but this week we chose something a little different than our usual picks. So I chose All Things Wicked by Karina Cooper.
Porn.
Porn.
She chose porn.
It's a little porny.
Not even soft porn.
It's not as porny as I would have
I know.
But so this is, let's read the description. Juliet Carpenter thought of the Coven as family, but when she falls for a man who betrays them all, she's left alone and desperately searching for a reason why. Caleb Lee has spent the past year in hiding, unable to escape his demons. When Juliet finds him again, her need for vengeance clashes with the hunger still burning between them. It's a fight born from the embers of a half-forgotten attraction and the wounds of a past too raw to ignore, with enemies circling and secrets threatening to consume them. Caleb has no choice but to fulfill a promise made long ago. Protect her, save her, even if it costs him his blood, his body, and what's left of his mind. So, yeah. Because of the book, I picked a beer for our pairing this week.
Holy smoke.
It's called Holy Smoke from Church Key.
It's dark and strong. Celtic.
Just like this book.
Ooh,
Dark and strong.
Brewed with Scottish smoked malt. Wow.
You can smell the smoke, too. When
Let
you
me smell it. Oh, God.
Good luck to you,
I
madame.
don't like beer. Let's try this.
Ding. It's smoky.
Yeah.
It has this, like, it's full on a
Oh,
smoky
there's
beer.
so much happening in there.
And it's not too hoppy, which I like because I don't really like a hoppy beer.
I don't like any beer. And I stand by that.
That's fair. This is a tough beer to like. If you don't like beer,
Oh,
yeah.
that's like a campfire.
Yeah.
That's like liquid camp. I'm going to leave that here for you, madame.
Liquid campfire.
I got my backup whiskey. We're fine.
There you go. Okay. I thought I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, it suits the book.
It does.
You know?
Because the fucking church missionaries,
Yeah,
assholes.
and there's lots of fire.
Yep. My cupcakes have nothing to do with the book, but I was just craving a good rum cake. So there it is. Rum cake, cupcakes with buttercream frosting.
Juliet is an alcoholic, so, rum. She likes gin, but rum is alcohol.
Could you imagine a gin cake? That'd just be gross.
Yeah, they look, they're so big, you guys.
I know.
They're massive. I can't wait to eat one.
I did 2 recipes because this was one whole back box of cake mix. Only made 4 of these cupcakes. But like it's cake mix, pudding mix, rum,
What did you
water,
do?
and flax eggs.
And pudding mix. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
I know. That's why they're so moist.
Is there pudding inside, or
It's
just
vanilla.
moisty?
Yeah, it's just moisty.
Ooh, I can't. They're so cute. I want to eat one right
Yeah.
now.
So it's baked with rum, and then I poured rum on top after because that's what the Italians do.
Oh yeah. I made nothing.
And that's okay. We've got enough cupcakes to eat.
Yeah.
We're already going to die.
Ooh.
Oh, man. So what did you think of this novel?
I don't want to say I hated it.
Okay.
I definitely wasn't fond of it.
Same. Samesies.
Maybe it's because, like, I'm not super into erotica. I haven't read a lot. Like, I like the whole witch coven and the kidnapping plot and all that. I like everything going on in the book aside from the romance, but because it is a romance, that takes front and center.
Yeah.
And it's hard to read.
A little, yeah, because the romance kept interrupting the story.
Yeah.
And that was what was driving me insane.
Yeah, they get kidnapped so many times, but then they stop to admire their biceps and
Yeah.
the sweat gleaming off their body,
Yeah.
and then they fuck against a wall, and you're like, well, hang on.
Aren't you in, like, mortal danger?
You guys, pick a place.
No.
Not the time. I would be so offended if I kidnapped people and I found them fucking before my torture.
Like, I'm sorry, am I not doing a good enough
Yeah.
job making you
Wow.
terrified? No.
It's time to fucking ramp it up a bit then, folks.
Exactly. That's when you bring on the real torture. See, they're doing themselves a disservice.
Yeah. It was just...
It's just weird.
It was a book.
It was a book.
It's not that long, so, you know, easy fly through.
Yeah, you can hammer it out. I don't think I recommend it. It is a book in a series.
Maybe it's because we didn't read the series.
Yeah.
That's Juliet and Caleb are the main characters. Their romance is the main thing. I hated them together. I hated Juliet specifically.
Yeah.
To quote Bob's Burgers, if she was a spice, she'd be flour. She did nothing the whole book.
she did.
Caleb was all right, but I don't know why he was so transfixed with her.
Oh, I know.
She just cried. She cried. She fucked Caleb.
Yep.
She got kidnapped. She cried.
And she couldn't, make up her mind as towards killing him. Like, she went there to kill him and then just didn't do it. But I can't. So then why'd you start?
That whole back and forth.
Just finish it, girl.
The love and hate thing, it's a big...
Yeah.
It's used a lot in romance, and it can work, but you need to, stop it at a certain point.
Yeah.
It
made it
went
a turn
on
off.
the entire book. Mm-hmm. They hate each other, they make out or have sex, they hate each other.
Yeah. Well, because there was
Over
always
and
something
over.
new that she'd learn about him that made her hate him again.
Yeah, it's just so
Like, you killed my
annoying.
sister, blah.
Yeah, don't marry the guy that murdered your sister.
Nope, that's a fair point.
I mean, there was a
Seems
reason,
simple.
sure, and she was dying, but he still murdered your sister.
And clearly you're not over it.
No.
Let's get married. I love you to the moon and back.
I did like Director Parker and that other guy, Agent Wells. They only have 3 chapters, but there was some heat.
Yeah.
I love and I
They were
wanted more
sassy.
of that.
Yeah.
And the next book in this series I read is all about them.
Oh, okay.
So that I would fucking read.
Yeah.
Because in 3 chapters, they did more for me than these 2
They
idiots
did, yeah.
this entire book.
My problem with part of the book, too, is that no one was really introduced properly.
I think it's because it's the third and the...
That's, So that's the thing. This is a series. I couldn't read the whole series, though. There's no way. Not if it's written like this and these are the characters. I just don't care enough. Mm-hmm. It doesn't do enough for me. It doesn't do enough romantically for me either. Not enough stuff actually happens.
So it's a romance book. I guess romance and erotica are 2 different things. I don't know.
I don't know.
There was no sex until 150.
Yeah.
Page 150.
Fuck. Halfway through.
And then they had sex twice, kind of back to back.
Yeah, back to back.
And that was it.
Yeah. I mean, it was spicy when it was there.
It wasn't even that spicy. I didn't find myself hot and bothered.
I
wanted to...
Because I was like, wow, really? It took this long?
And this is where you give me... I have read
I was also on the plane when I was reading it, and I'm just like, I hope this guy doesn't look over at my book.
She didn't go on about his veiny penis, though. That's nice.
Which is weird, right?
Didn't have to read that.
That's what I was expecting.
She did talk about eyes.
Oh my god.
I counted 14 times. Stunning blue eyes. A few other characters, they have violet eyes, green eyes. But the stunning blue eyes, I get it.
Yeah.
He has bright blue eyes.
That was her only descriptive factor, was the fucking eyes. And then halfway through the book, I swear her editor told her off or something because she switched from eyes to hair color and started describing her blonde locks.
Her hair. She's like, no, that's not what I meant.
That's not better.
Jesus Christ. Yep. I looked up and saw his icy blue stare.
Oh my god. Thank you. We get it.
Yeah.
There's more you could say.
Talk about his brain. What's his education like?
He looked so smart standing there. He looked so flippin' smart.
I hated her so much. I didn't wanted a character to die more. She did nothing.
She did nothing.
She
Main
even says,
character does nothing.
She even says oh, I don't want to be just another damsel in distress.
So
she was a damsel in distress.
That's because her magic did nothing for her.
Yeah, but even if you don't have there are a few of them that didn't have magic, but
Yeah,
they
that's true.
still...
And like the missionaries were
something.
still doing shit.
She
still kicking
she
ass.
literally just wept.
Yeah.
And I know she's in pain, she's been beaten, but Caleb at one point gets beaten up viciously, stabbed, falls off a cliff
he's
into
still,
freezing
like,
cold
helping.
water,
Yeah.
gets himself and pulls her up a cliff, and he's still going.
Yep.
Pull it together.
I know.
No, I can't. It's
I can't.
cold.
I'm
I'm
freezing.
tired. Ah.
Pull me up this cliff.
Oh my god.
So that cliff they fell into, that was like the fault line, right? The old Seattle.
Yeah.
So that must be in like one of the earlier books, because that was confusing me. I'm like, they're talking about old Seattle, like I
Yeah,
know what it
what's
is.
it
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. Other books.
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird. I didn't know it was another series, and then you told me, and yeah, it's
Makes
really
sense, right?
jarring. So
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, and then Matilda showed up, and she talks like we're supposed to know her.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's Matilda,
I know.
guys? Pump the brakes here. What's happening?
We don't want to read all your books. I just wanted to read the
No.
one.
And
I wanted
it's really
to give
angry
it give it a
because-
shot.
I want to read about the other two, but I don't think I can stomach it. I feel like she'd ruin it.
All the eyes.
Yeah.
Just talking
Too
about
much
eyes. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I thought I did think the main plot was kind of cool. How the Coven of the Unbinding was like desecrated because of Caleb.
Yeah.
Like he murdered their leader and a bunch of them.
Because the Coven of the Unbinding is actually working with the Holy Order that's hunting witches.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Whoa! But you don't find that out until way later.
There's a lot of cool shit. They're like they're splicing human and witch DNA and trying to make this new
Hybrid.
thing. Was splicing the right word?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a scientist. And that's cool. I
Doctor.
could have read into that.
Yeah.
Making like weird superhuman people.
Nope.
Army soldiers. Nope, that's it.
Sex.
Just gotta get his blue
That
eyes
was
in here.
That was at the end of the book that all of that is revealed, and I'm like, oh shit! Like I was
Yeah.
like, this is
20
cool, and
pages,
it's over.
yeah.
It's cool and it's over.
Because the rest of the book was just them yelling and being
Them
kidnapped
arguing
and then
yeah.
having sex twice.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but
Tell
I
me more about
definitely could have
science.
done way more of the gene
I like
splicing.
the Holy Order.
Because they were from Gene Corp, right? So she was like born in a lab, Juliet, and
Yeah.
her sister was her sister also.
Yes.
Yes, because she was the orphan, and so was Jessie,
Mm-hmm.
Caleb's sister.
But I didn't really know enough about them for them to be a villain for me to care that they're hurting these people.
Well, because so they're making people in a lab, but you still get a life after. Like they let you. Oh no, she escaped because of the fire.
Yeah, but if they didn't cause that fire to escape, I assume they would be like soldiers in the Holy Order. Mm-hmm. And their whole thing, I think, was because the city was destroyed from some thing. I don't know what destroyed the world, but
Probably
something.
that fault.
Yeah.
They have a fault
There's
line,
some, like,
so it would have
natural-
been a major earthquake or
Yeah.
something.
They don't get into it, and
No.
their whole thing, I think, they wanted to like repair the world. So maybe you guys would have pulled through. Like
But they wanted to kill the witches, like or get rid of them.
Oh, but they were all of them were witches.
Yeah.
Every time they brought in an agent, it was like, oh, I'm a witch.
It never
too.
got into Gene Corp's purpose. It never got into the missionaries' purposes.
Yeah.
Like, what's
What's
the church
happening?
trying to do? We don't know. They're trying to get rid of witches, even though they're part witch.
All of them, and
And they've infiltrated into the covens. So, like,
Yeah.
Curio was the coven leader, but
They-
everyone
yeah.
thought he was just the coven leader.
They want to kill witches, but they're using witch DNA to make half witch.
And he was using Juliet for
Yeah.
her power that amplifies his
So-
power. So what was he doing?
I don't know.
Right?
And it couldn't. I mean, the other two book. This is the third in the book, and there's still no explanation.
Yep.
So the other
So I
two
can't
aren't
even
gonna
imagine.
answer anything.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
I want to know about Gene Corp.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know what's going on. I want to know.
Maybe in the next one.
Is Gene Corp
because-
the church they're doing?
Yeah, Gene
Okay.
Corp is the Holy Order, or a sector of the Holy Order that the other Holy Order people don't know.
Yes. Okay.
Like Agent Director Parker,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Oh, yeah. We had to get a romance out. It's February.
Yep. Love Day.
It's just so weird having people getting beaten, but still thinking about touching each other.
Yeah. Yeah. So And it just kind of made it annoying. It made it feel like reading like Twilight or something,
Yeah.
right? Where they're not going for it, but they're like talking about it, like, oh, his chest was right up next to mine.
Oh, I felt the weight of her breasts on my. He says that the weight of her breasts on me. We got a good 15 pounds on me. Well, I guess we know we don't really like erotica.
Well, I mean, I want to hear other people's opinions on this book. Like, was it actually erotica, or was it just are romance and erotica different?
I should know
I
that
think they're
because
different.
I work. But in the library, it's just the romance section.
Oh, well, they can't call it erotica at a library, can they?
But
this would be in it.
It's full of sex. Yeah, I think behind that sticker on the book, the front page, it says romance. One of the reviews.
Yeah, a brilliant new voice in paranormal romance.
I can do a quick Google search. Is erotica
Can a love live in hell on earth?
the same? Turns out no, I guess.
Blood of the Wicked, Lure of the Wicked. Those are the other two books. And then this is All Things Wicked. So this is like the coming together of those first two books.
Yeah.
Right? Because it looks like the first book is about Caleb, mostly. Which is good. It's good to get the backstory on the characters that are in here. But again, will she even get into backstory, considering...
I don't know.
That they were, like, there is no story in this book. There are over 300 pages, and there is almost no fucking story.
Because it's romance. It has to be all about the romance.
I didn't feel romanced.
Nope.
Like, if this was a movie, and she wrote like as if she was writing the script for a movie or something, because the way everyone was interrupting each other's thoughts and sentences, it just didn't flow nicely. It didn't make sense.
Like, it's kind of abusive also, their relationship.
Yeah, because he wanted her to hate him at one point. He's like, I need her and I love her, but then he's like, well...
He was trying to force her powers so he could use her powers. Yeah. And he was like he didn't rape her, but he was he was pushing her against a wall and like getting in her face, and it's a little bit aggressive. And he did kill her sister and her entire coven, which she thought were family. So
yeah, even though they were using her too. So this bitch just keeps getting used left, right, and center.
If your power is only to give other witches power,
stop hanging out with witches.
You know you're gonna be she even says like, oh, I wish I had power of my own. Why are you in a coven?
Yeah.
Obviously they're gonna use you. Also all of them make a point to say their entire lives they've been trained to be on the run and hide.
Yeah.
And they go into like deserted buildings and stuff they're investigating with flashlights, and they're loud.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, what's this over here? And then they
I've been had.
Idiot.
Shocker. Spoiler alert. You get caught when you have the fucking flashlight. But yeah, I did like that she was called the Wayward Rose, and she was like one of the lost people they were looking for. It was kind of cool. There was a whole case file just on her. Them searching for her.
Not worth it.
Not worth it, no.
She's of no use. I don't even know how she saved the day.
No.
What's in her DNA to save the day?
Right?
They tell you she's
nothing.
The key, but like the key to what?
And how do you use it too, right?
Yeah.
I just take my blood and put it in your blood.
That's it. That's all they did.
And there wasn't enough magic in this book.
No.
They did a little bit of blood tracking, and I think Alicia at one point used like a sigil. But that was it.
Yep.
That was pretty much it. I was really banking on some sex magic, you know?
Oh. Missed opportunity. That could have been hot. There's some romance.
Yeah.
Some fiery witch sex.
Over a cauldron or something.
It blows my mind that I've read non-erotic novels that were so much more erotic than this.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that one we talked about last podcast with the guy who got a boner every time he tortured someone.
Yeah, I wouldn't have classed that as erotica.
But it was sexier.
That's weird.
Talked about dicks far more than this book.
Dicks and murder were hotter than this, folks.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, they had no chemistry between each other, and at one point he's like, she's not even the prettiest of her sister is more striking. But there's
Why would he
something
say
about
that?
her. Like, well, you just insulted
Why
her.
would she write that in the book? I don't know. It's but there's just something about you. You're not that pretty, but there's something
about you, you know? I like it.
I don't know what it is. Is she trying to make it relatable or something?
There are a lot of dudes that say that, but I don't need to read that.
No, that's
triggered.
Triggered.
Oh, man.
And I hated Alicia. She just, like...
Well, she got set on fire. She's basically a crispy corpse.
Yeah.
Bound to do something to
She
her.
was so annoying, though. But yeah.
They were all annoying.
That's true. That's fair. It's fair. They were all a pain in the fucking ass.
So bad at their jobs. I don't even know what their jobs are.
Alicia was a witch that was just a witch, right?
Yeah.
She wasn't
Her
part of the
power
missionary.
was to, like, seduce
Yeah.
men. Which she never did.
No.
I didn't see that power
No.
good in use.
No, she just used a sigil, and that's it.
And then died.
And then died.
Cool.
Good for her.
Oh, it was so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't even have much else to say about this.
I know, I really tried
There wasn't story. There wasn't enough to talk. I would have loved more of Gene Corp. If she can make like a spin-off book, write it a little bit better.
Maybe the second one would be more to Gene Corp because it's all about the director.
Oh, that's
of
true.
The Holy Order.
That's true.
But after this fuck fest, I don't know if I could read another book. Which is a shame because I really like those two. Mm-hmm. But I don't want to read about eyes and hair. And...
I think that's the one that is at your library, though.
Oh.
The second one.
All right, maybe I'll flip through it. Maybe that
Lure
one will
of
get
the
me.
Wicked.
Maybe
right?
that one will get me hot and bothered.
Maybe.
Nothing.
Nothing. I know. It's
like a
hoot and a
dry
half.
desert. Felt nothing.
So don't go read this book.
No.
Unless you want to experiment.
Well, if you want to hate your life for 400 pages.
Yeah. Good luck to you then. We'll have a better pick for you for next book.
Hopefully.
But I thought Witches was a good time.
Yeah, if this one, I'll get into my book later. But I picked a witchy book.
I don't have info on this author. So,
There's nothing online?
I didn't check.
Oh, okay.
Because I was mad.
Well, she's got a bunch of series.
She does, yeah. No Rest for the Witches.
I think this book we just read came out in 2010, 11.
Okay.
Because it says somewhere on there coming in 2012.
Oh, okay.
It's the next book.
And my library got it in 2012.
Yeah, and she has some other series I saw in there. It's like steampunk sex.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that.
I guess she's just like a romance novelist.
Yeah.
I hate to just, I'm sorry, Karina. It's just not for me, romance. Sorry.
No, it's not. But here's the description for Lure of the Wicked. Naomi West is an agent of the Holy Order trained to hunt the guilty and render justice. But when she's placed undercover in the gilded cage that is timeless, whatever that is, New Seattle's premier spa and resort. Oh, okay. Naomi has to go up against owner Phineas Clark. Finn is the most seductive man Naomi has ever met, and he may be hiding a killer.
Is that the one that came before this book?
Yeah. So that's called Lure of the Wicked.
What does that have to do with what happened in this book?
Exactly.
Naomi was in this book.
Yep.
She was the healer.
Yeah. And she was
one of the people that worked for Gene Corp that is also a witch for some reason.
Yeah. And then Blood of the Wicked is the first one, an independent witch living off the grid. Jessie Lee has spent her life running, trying to blend in amidst the rebuilt New Seattle. Forced into a twisting web of half-truths and lies, Silas Smith, a soldier of the Holy Order, must stay close to Jessie, the most sensuous woman he's ever seen, and follow her to the witch he has to kill her brother. Okay,
so that fits with this book.
Yeah, because that's Jessie and Silas who end up, they're in love in the book we just read.
So I guess that would be where Caleb kills the Coven.
Maybe. Because it doesn't sound like the second book has anything to do with the third book. It just has
Naomi
Naomi.
is a side character. Why is she in here? I don't care.
Yeah.
Make a spin-off then. Don't put her as... Whatever. Whatever.
Yeah. Maybe it goes into more of the Holy Order in that book.
Probably
Which would be cool.
That's the second book. No, it doesn't, because I still don't know anything about the Holy Order in the third book.
That's true. And they didn't... Yeah.
What's
we
the
needed more
Holy
about Gene
Order?
Corp. Come on. Karina, give us some Gene Corp.
Get on it.
A
My
romance
God.
about Gene Corp. It'd be awkward. We just spliced some good genes. Want to get down and dirty.
The doctor I saw was the most sensual man I've ever encountered.
Yeah, that was written twice, right?
He changed. Yep,
That was
it
in both
I think in a
descriptions?
different variation, but
Oh my
basically.
god. It's the same
Lots of
book.
sensuous men, guys.
I'm sorry. I tried to pick a romance.
It's okay.
for
I
the
don't think
occasion.
we would have liked any romance.
No, I
novel.
don't either.
At
It's
least
not
you
our
got
style.
witches, yeah.
Yeah. I tried to find the darkest romance I could. So at least we got some magic in there.
Yeah.
We got some Holy Order smoting.
Could be cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe if you guys read the series, let us know if you ever fucking find out what it is.
Let us know about Gene Corp.
Yeah.
We care. We'd like to know. So what's your pick? I see the word magic.
Yes. Mine is The Rules of Magic by Alice Hoffman. And if you've ever seen Practical Magic, the movie, which I love, Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman, this is a prequel to that book. But it was made into a movie. Anyways. For the Owens family, love is a curse that began in the 1600s when Maria Owens was accused of witchery for loving the wrong man. Hundreds of years later in New York City, at the cusp of the 60s, when the whole world is about to change, Susanna Owens knows that her 3 children are dangerously unique. Difficult Franny with skin as pale as milk and blood red hair, shy and beautiful Jet who can read other people's thoughts, and charismatic Vincent who began looking for trouble the day he could walk. From the start, Susanna sets down rules for her children. No walking in the moonlight. This is so long. No red shoes, no wearing black, no cats, no crows, no candles, no books about magic. What a bummer. And most importantly, never ever fall in love. See, there's romance too.
Well, there you go.
But her children will never adhere to the rules, and all 3 are desperate to uncover who they really are. When they visit their aunt in the small, Massachusetts. Yeah, that's it. It's hard to say. Town where the Owens family has been blamed for everything that has ever gone wrong, they begin to understand the truth of who they are. Then they move to 44 Greenwich Avenue in New York City, and each begins a risky journey as they try to escape the family curse. Thrilling and exquisite, real and fantastical, here is a story.
Real?
Yeah. Here is a story about the power of love, told in dreamy prose with unforgettable characters and a world that is rife with enchantment. The Rules of Magic reminds us that the only remedy for being human is to be true to yourself.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, I just picked it because I love Practical Magic.
No, that sounds fun. That sounds good.
I read in the airport in our on our trip to New Orleans, Nolans. I read like 40 pages, and it was good.
Oh, good.
So-
Okay. So you can always tell at the
I
beginning
hope
if you want to fucking get rid of it or not. But yeah, we've had a lot of witchcraft, so we have to read about more witchcraft.
Nolans. We were in New Orleans for 5 days.
6?
6? 5 days, 6 nights.
No.
Other way around. What?
We had a full day of travel, so it's all lost on me.
17-hour delay.
Yeah.
Because of
Beautiful.
a snowstorm.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Thank
God.
you,
That
Canada.
really does a lot to a gal's mind.
It does. We got so loopy in the airport.
I wanted to throw myself into a plane engine and end it all.
Oh, goodbye.
I got home. I didn't know where I was, what was happening. My bed was unmade because my mom had washed my sheets and left it unmade, which I know is not a big deal, and it takes like 5 seconds to make your bed.
But
it took me like 40 minutes.
Of course, you're so tired.
I didn't know what end goes where, and I just couldn't move.
I couldn't even go home because I lost my car key.
Oh.
So that was a fun
Yeah,
trek.
I got your text. I was like, oh, girl.
Yeah. My brother had to bring it over to me in the morning,
Oh, no.
which was nice of him.
Did he comment about it?
No, he
Good.
didn't say shit.
Good.
I opened the door. I was still in bed when he rang the doorbell, and I answered the door. Oh, hello. Thank you. He texted me. He's like, you look like shit.
Wow.
You seem fried. Yeah,
Dick.
I am.
17 hours. Yeah, my mom tried to ask me, like, how's the trip?
And you're
Don't
just
talk
like,
to
I'm
me.
going to bed.
I can't. I don't know.
I don't remember.
But the trip itself was
It's
nice.
fantastic.
I like New Orleans. I'm going to make a travel blog about it. She's going to make a vlog.
Yeah, you can see the video over on my channel, Miss Chelsea.
It's a good place.
It
Too
was
many
cute.
days, I think.
Yeah.
We got everything done. Or you could get everything done in
four or
like
5 days.
Yeah.
4 days. Yeah, because you definitely want to go see the swamps.
the swamp is
Because
the best.
there are so many gators. And
Gators.
when do you get to see a swamp? I
Yeah.
mean, if you live in Canada.
I love how fat they're like, gator there, gator there, gator there. What are you looking at?
I know,
Where?
and we're all just like, what? What? Where?
Fuck you
Oh,
talking
fuck,
about?
there it is. Like, it took us
Yeah,
forever.
there's always like, I was looking at one and then I blinked and there was like 8 around it
Yeah.
that I met. I was like, whoa,
Holy shit.
where'd you fucking come from?
Yeah, apparently because it's winter, they're not moving around as much, but it made it
Yeah.
easier to spot them because they were just sitting still.
A lot like me.
So
I
that
picked
was
my
nice.
place and done.
And you're done.
I
Yeah.
didn't know they didn't eat during the winter.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn, I should try that.
I know. Just hibernate. That's the dream.
I did like it's hard to say I liked the plantation because you know
It was pretty.
it was a pretty place.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the drive out there. It was called Oak Alley Plantation. I did like they gave a talk about slavery and
They did, yeah.
made the slave quarters again.
And they talked about 2 specific slaves.
Yeah,
the
what they-
2 that they actually knew about, which was really nice to hear. Like,
Hard to hear, yeah.
they
but,
kept the place fucking running.
basically.
It was all them.
Yeah, and they did a nice memorial for them.
They had a very nice
wall with all
memorial.
the names of the slaves that were there. So I mean, definitely go see it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
It's not like you're supporting slavery if you go there.
no. But you know, if you're kind of terrible shit has happened in the world, you can't just ignore it.
No, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really nice. Whole place, very spooky town. It was kind of rain.
Yep.
I wish it wasn't raining, but you know, there were
Shit
like 2
happens.
days where it's 25, and it blew my mind.
I know.
I missed it so.
I know.
I missed the sun.
We get back and it's like, it hurts
Where's
my
the
face.
sun? I hate winter.
I do too.
I used to love
I
it.
mean, yeah, same.
And I'd always be like, "What are you talking about? Winter's so nice."
No,
it's
no.
not.
There's
I
no
look
fucking way.
outside and it's just
I know.
Again.
I want to die.
cool, gray wasteland. I
Mm-hmm.
can't walk in. Nice.
But the best part of New Orleans is that all the things we love are normalized. So
Drinking in the street.
drinking in the street.
I don't know why I named that first. I love other things.
Well, that is a good a bonus. But
Mm-hmm.
all the stores with witch stuff and like going into Hex
Yes.
was cool. Marie Laveau's voodoo store.
Yes.
Super cool. There's voodoo dolls everywhere. There's tarot readers everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah.
So we came back with a lot of merch. That's for sure.
I think I spent
All the money.
$800.
I know. It's so much money.
It's
Got some cool shit
tough
though.
blow. Yeah.
Yeah. And the drinking in the street. So if you're not a partier like we're not, Bourbon Street is a fucking nightmare.
Hated it.
It's just a bunch of tourists loaded off their ass, and it's
If
Fucking
you get
weird.
anxiety over crowds,
Yeah.
it's your worst nightmare.
yeah.
It's like when
and
you
we
wake
weren't
up.
there with Mardi Gras.
No, and it's already men just like
Yeah.
show us your tits
Yeah.
with beads.
Yeah.
And
There were
oh,
men on the
God.
balconies throwing beads.
A man was passed out on the street with a crowd.
Yeah, we saw a
around
dead
him.
guy.
Yeah, it spooked us. But then we had 2 hand grenades.
And-
woo!
and all was
oh, no,
well.
that was Frenchman Street. We had 2 hand grenades.
No, we had them on
I had
bourbon.
one hand
One
grenade
on
on bourbon. And I was a little tipsy, but okay. The second day when we started at
Oh,
Frenchman
right,
Street, which
yeah.
is much better than bourbon, more jazzy.
Yeah.
There was a parade, but
Yeah,
it's nicer.
well, it was a space parade,
Yeah,
which was
it's
fucking
cool.
cool. Aliens everywhere.
Yeah,
Those
that's-
costumes were dope.
I
I
know.
was very impressed. Someone had a space like a UFO
Yeah.
with a beam.
It's like a fan expo parade.
Yeah, basically.
So cute. That was the dark night. There was a lot of drinking,
yes,
and I
yeah.
don't know how we got home.
I have no idea.
And I woke up feeling like shit, and then we went on a boat ride, which is not what you want.
Well, we had fireball shots and then a hand grenade.
2 hand grenades. I had some gin and tonic. Mm-hmm. Something's beeping.
No shit.
Did the camera die?
The camera died. Ah! That's okay.
No,
We'll put
then
smoke
they
at the
won't
end.
see us.
No.
Our beautiful faces.
If you guys didn't know, we do have a YouTube channel called The Book Coven. Shocker.
Yeah.
So you can see our wonderful mugs while we do this talking thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
But yeah, it was a good trip.
I recommend Nolans.
Nolans. If you want the cool spooky stuff. Oh yeah, and the walking ghost tour was cool.
That was cool. It's like
She was a very good storyteller.
Yeah. I went to Salem for Halloween. It's like a extreme Salem. Both of those places, if you like witchy, cool, like spooky shit, go to those places. They're fun. They're cute. It looks dark and magical.
Yeah. Oh, and we saw the American Horror Story house.
Yes.
They try to say don't notate, like, they have, like, signs everywhere.
Guard
like,
dogs, yeah.
Yeah,
Don't you
guard dogs.
fucking come on here.
Don't, this isn't a commercial property. Like, fuck you.
Excuse me, it's Jessica Lang here. Excuse me.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fun. Trips. Yay.
Woo! Vacation.
Woo, 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 woo.
Yeah, good time. But yeah, so for next book club, read The Rules of Magic.
Alice Hoffman.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to do, we got a new boob tube coming up.
Yep.
We're trying to decide what to watch. Maybe You, maybe Russian Doll, maybe The Umbrella Academy.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of Netflix offerings.
There is. Thank you, Netflix gods.
Yes, yes.
You've graced us with your TV. How beautiful. Okay. Well, I have been Chelsea.
I have been Lillian.
And this was the Book Coven.
Yeah, cupcake time.
Cupcake time. Love you guys. Bye.
Don't read this book, bye.